Now, President Trump does and says a lot of really dumb things. Between threatening Russia and North Korea with tweets, which can have a disastrous impact on the world, by the way, nuclear war and all that, going after nuclear power is not very smart. Not very smart. So that's dangerous to things that are not as serious, like, for example, how he referred to Puerto Rico, defending his slow aid to go to Puerto Rico. He referred to the ocean surrounding it as big water, ocean water. And when he was throwing towels to the survivors, these are big, beautiful, soft towels. They're normal towels. They're normal towels. Normal people don't talk like that and call everything big, beautiful, wonderful, tremendous. Okay, anyway. So look, he says and does a lot of dumb things. We know that. That's established. That's been established for a very, very long time. Now, it's understandable that some dumb tweets will fly a bit under the radar when it comes to the news cycle. I mean, after all, the news cycle is a target-rich environment. It's been moving at 100 miles a second. Scandal after scandal, bullshit tweet after bullshit tweet, dumb things after dumb things, right? So, again, it's not a surprise. Now, one of these tweets that should have actually gotten a lot more attention, and maybe it did, I'm not entirely sure where, are the tweets that clearly show Donald Trump admitting to obstruction of justice. Now, this is interesting. Now, yesterday, while all that serious stuff was going on, and believe me, that was serious. That's why I covered it. Just threaten a foreign nuclear power and say the missiles are on their way. They're coming. They're coming. They're smart. They're new. No, you don't do that. That's stupid. Again, while all that stuff was going on, he also tweeted this. So much fake news about what's going on in the White House. Very calm and calculated with a big focus on open and fair trade with China, the coming North Korea meeting, and of course the vicious gas attack in Syria. Feels great to have Bolton and Larry K on board. That's Larry Kudlow, of course, who has never been right about anything in his career. He continues, we, in parentheses, are doing things that nobody thought possible, despite the never-ending and corrupt Russia investigation, which takes tremendous time and focus. No collusion or obstruction, parentheses, other than I fight back, parentheses. So now they do the unthinkable and raid a lawyer's office for information. Bad. Bad. What does he think he is? Does he think he's talking to a dog? Mueller, stop pissing on the carpet. Bad. Bad, Mueller. Get out of my bank accounts. Bad. But let's focus on this little snippet. All right, fun aside. No collusion or obstruction, parentheses, other than I fight back. So, if you want to understand why I'm focusing on that, well, let's read into it, right? Let's break it down. What he's doing is that he's essentially confessing to obstruction of justice while insisting that he is not obstructing justice. This man is monumentally dumb. Again, this is a guy who thinks he can sit down with Robert Mueller and outsmart him. He is painfully stupid. Mueller, he's running circles around him, okay? He's getting all of his evidence. He's doing these investigations. You've got 19 indictments. You've got people going to prison, all from the Mueller investigation, okay? And more to come. So he's being very, very methodical, and all while Trump is probably struggling to put on his pants in the morning. I mean, come on, man. Oh, please, Donald, please sit down with Mr. Mueller. Try to outsmart him with your tremendous brain. I mean, after all.
And then they say, is Donald Trump an intellectual? Trust me, I'm like a smart person.
He's like a smart person. He's like a smart person. But look, here's what he's saying, right? I'm fighting back against an investigation. That is clear obstruction. But the funny thing is, he keeps claiming, well, it's not about me. It's not. Look, I'm not a person in the that's being investigated. by Robert Mueller. I'm not being investigated at all. Well, then if it's not about you, then why are you fighting back? What are you fighting back against? And why are you admitting to obstruction of justice? Ridiculous. Again, not a smart person. But look, he's done this before. Now, this isn't the first time. And maybe that's why this tweet went under the radar a little bit. Although some people did catch it. For example, Matt Miller, security analyst on MSNBC. He pointed out on Twitter, it takes a very stable genius to admit obstruction of justice on Twitter on 2 separate occasions, as Trump has now done. Washington Post blogger Greg Sargent also tweeted out, he noticed this, by saying I fight back in the context of obstruction, Trump just confirmed that actions on his part constitute potential obstruction have been deliberately intended as a response to the Russia probe. That's fun. And as Jonathan Chait notes in the New York Magazine, Trump's use of parentheses suggests some consciousness of guilt. He said, the key phrase here is no collusion or obstruction other than I fight back. When you say other than, you're conceding it fits into the larger category while identifying it as an exception. Now, he kind of used the example and kind of simplified it by saying, I didn't eat the cookies that you left out, other than the one that already had a bite out of it. But I didn't eat all the cookies that you left out, just that one. Well, there you go. But guys, you don't understand, he's a very stable genius, right? Look, what's funny is that there's a lot of Trump supporters out there that think, no, he's going to outsmart Robert Mueller. He's going to outsmart the investigation. He's playing 3-dimensional chess. No, he's not. The guy's playing Go Fish. But look, even if you're a little bit skeptical, which I don't think you shouldn't be, because he's admitted obstruction of justice, right? Even obstructing an investigation, which, look, you could argue has absolutely no merit. I disagree with you based on the 19 indictments that already have happened, but okay, whatever. And the just throng of people that were kicked out of the White House due to this investigation. Okay, if you don't believe any of that, well, then again, you could at least believe in the rule of law, where he said, I'm going to obstruct justice. Look, he admitted it on camera. I mean, you go back and watch the video where it's very clear when he talked about why he fired Comey. It was because of the Russia stuff. He's like, yeah, I fired Comey because of Russia. That's obstruction of justice. You are consistently admitting to obstruction of justice. I mean, there is tape. There is tape. They don't understand that there's these things called video cameras that can record things that people can go back and watch later. But I'm sure Robert Mueller knows all about how tape works. But again, Trump is so monumentally dumb, monumentally stupid, that he goes around freely admitting obstruction, not only on camera, but also in tweets. Mueller's job, look, he's so dumb, he's made Mueller's job that much easier. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.